Great. Good morning. It's almost a surprise that it works some mornings. It's lovely to be here. It is a fresh, yeah, cool morning. It is a fresh morning. I had the scare of my life. It's why my hair's a little bit odd this morning. I had the scare of my life. Good morning, Keza. When Peanuts, I fed her, I do breakfast for her before I start this. And I'd left the laundry door open and she went out the back door. Now, with her leg as it is at the moment, I've not been letting her do that. I've kept the doors shut so that I take her out with me to go to the toilet, of course. And I heard the crash of the dog door and I thought, oh no, I'm going to find her all curled up in agony and etc. Thankfully, she wasn't, but lesson learned, I've got to make sure the doors are shut. Poor thing. I'm assuming she was fine with getting through it. So she has improved that she's confident to go through that dog door, but I'm still not going to let her. And she's happily at my feet curled up now. So there's the intro for Peanuts is going well. And it is the 3 weeks ago she had that operation done on her leg. So I think she's going really well. We'll see what Friday brings for our next checkup. So, and I'm here to be with you to do the daily Lenormand card spread reading as Ros Boundy Psychic Medium. For those who may not know me, I've been doing this for over 3 years as a daily card reading. So, I've not tired of it yet. So I miss it when I can't make it myself. So there we go. We're going to go over to the cards now, so do tune into your psychic abilities, senses, intuition, gut feeling. Just let the information flow to you as you need to receive it, because spirit will do that, even if you're consciously aware of it or not. So I like to be more aware and tap in knowing that I'm doing that, and then tap out when I know that I don't really want the info anymore. So it's almost like a light switch, however you feel comfortable with that connection. So here we go. And I shall do the little romperoomy type intro. I've already done Kez's, so good morning to whoever it is on the group or somewhere. There is a link in the description somewhere that will allow you to be seen if you want to. So it is a chilly morning. And Caro, good morning, Caro. I saw your message, so thank you very much for that. And Diane, no gremlins in the internet today? No, not that. It was my sort of at hearing that door go, the dog door go, and thinking, oh no. And she did jump through it all right. So, no injury, I hope. It is, her leg is well bandaged. And good morning, Rena. Lovely to see you too. And yeah, that is good, isn't it? It's good. I can breathe with a sigh of relief and also have learnt my lesson. Make sure the doors are shut. When I know that the bandaging and everything is all off and her leg's really good, that's when I'll open the dog door for her again, or the laundry door. She just happened to sniff it out, obviously, all on her own. Some dogs are very clever, aren't they? So anyway, we're here for the card reading. Here we've got our card this morning. I'm just using the Gilded Reverie. Again, as you can see, I might interchange them and swap around with the other 5 decks I have. I counted all the Lenormand decks I had yesterday. Health is the greatest gift, contentment, the greatest wealth, faithfulness, the best relationship. And isn't it? And I think too, the trust that we can have in each other. I'm a big believer in trusting. And sometimes it's been a fail on part of some people. Mostly it's not. So we move along in how we need to feel the energies of people and go with that gut feeling. Now, 5 cards in the usual spread. We've got the Lily's in the home space. It's the young man in the workspace. So the children have grown up. The sun is in the unexpected space. We've got the ring in our role space, and we have the birds, particularly the owls, in the centre for the outcome card, that energy and space there. So good morning, Michelle. Lovely to see you here as well. And we've got Myra joining in too. with their beautiful cat. So the lilies in the home space, to me, that does bring peace and calm, and we'll have those moments of reflecting. I think with the lilies card, it does bring in that here's the connection that we have with our ancestry, with our past lives or ancestry, that level of connection with what we've brought into our lives with us for now to be learning what is next. And being part of a family is the biggest part. We are, well, having home space with family and friends and all of that it entails. That actually is the first, 7, 8, 10, 20 years that we're actually learning the most. It is. It's the family and how we're interacting, and each of those little nuances. So I do feel the lilies bringing that peace and understanding a lot around that, and in the home space. You can see that there is that stained glass reflection look there. So tap into what you're feeling from, even your relatives that you've learnt things from. Now, what comes to mind when you think of family? And bringing that energy into your day, as far as a more conscious level, and having it as that peace and calmness that allow, there's other things that might be stressful in what you have to organise for your day, because it is a middle of a week. Some of us have children. I mean, mine are all grown up, and I'm a grandparent. But there's all the different situations that we can be encountering in our family lives. What for you brings you peace? Bring that consciously to mind sometimes of what you've learned from your parents, from cousins, from aunties, uncles, all of that, siblings, the whole realm of what is family in the home space. Even friends, because we do, hospitality is that we're inviting friends into our home to help, to experience a lot of what we do too. So that's what our home space is teaching us and showing us today. With the young man in that business role, in the work role, in that is what we earn our livings by, and how we sustain ourselves physically in the moolah, the money, and well, abundance, satisfaction of things we're doing. We've grown up from being that childlike aspect yesterday, so it's gone that next step further a little bit. This is the young man, so it's more like we're moving now into that adulthood type of section in our workspace. So having to probably behave a little better with a little bit more thinking behind it, and actually starting to learn from those experiences. We're in that learning mode, I'm feeling, and really taking it, reflecting and thinking back. Now, what have I done so far to what is going to be next? Okay. And thinking of those moments where we do learn well, and where we haven't and we're still making mistakes, it's still learning opportunities for the next, because this is a younger man. It's in the realm of that stability and solidity that masculine energy does bring, especially because we have got the sun as our unexpected. So that's going to bring the smile on our dial, because I just love this sundial. It's going to bring that warmth and stronger energy into our day as well. So that's where I'm feeling that extra support at those moments where you're going to need it. You'll have that feeling of warmth and sunshiny rays. The energy of that's going to move into our day when we need it, uh, in whatever regards. Even if it's only for a brief moment, it's still going to have some effect and influence on our day as well. Right at the moment, I've got the sun outside is showing through some clouds, as if there is these rays that are coming out. So it's even just those moments where we can recognise the beauty of nature and how sustaining it is for us in this world, on this globe, in it's creating that cycle of imperfect perfection. I'll just call it that, because it really brings in those surprises that we're needing to keep things exciting, to keep things where we can experience our flexibility as humans, and how we can adjust and adapt and do things, decide things quickly, and still have the, the I'm thinking of the word, the resilience. If things do sort of touch on being a bit sour, we can brighten it up and change our perspective and get that sunshine on. It's what I'm thinking with how the sun can change what is our day from what might be a bit, ooh, into something that's really put that smile on the dial and brighten your day. Just feels like that for me, especially as we come round and into our role being this ring. Look, it might feel like some of what we're doing is same old, same old. And when are we ever going to get to that goal we vowed for ourselves we're going to get to? But our role, it really is just being that. Here we've got the shining light on this tip of the jewel that's in this ring, or in the center of this mandala, really shining up the brilliance that is what is our role. Shine that light so that it really does sparkle like a diamond ring will sparkle. Not that we have to be the show off or the, look at me type situation. It's just being you to what you can be in each and every situation that just shines out your abilities, that you yourself are knowing that you are shining out what you can do. And that's almost the vow to self, to be the best that you can be in all situations. And that the ring really is a never ending circle, because there is no start and finish. It's moving through each and every stage, as some of what we need to do is repetitive, but also shining those moments where we are unique, the factors that we are unique in, and all that that's going to actually demonstrate to others. Well, how much we can actually be that perfect, in the best relationships, and what this our card is suggesting. And I'll just do that again for some that have come a little bit late. Good morning to Sarah. I just noticed you there, so I'll do that. And Sarah, and this Sarah, it's not an individual card pull, this one, it's a general card spread. Okay. So you need to be interpreting a lot of this for yourself as well. So here's this one. Remember, it's health is the greatest gift, the great contentment, the greatest wealth, and faithfulness, the best relationship. And really, the person that we need to be most faithful to is ourselves, being ourself. It is that being us. So shine that out. With this outcome card, as you know, I do love the owls. I've got it there, and in the background here, I've got my. There's so much owl stuff in this room you wouldn't believe. It's not that I collect them. It's just that it's the quirkiness and the uniqueness of each and every creature on this earth, and it's just the expression that owls bring to us that really tickles my fancy. And here we have the owl bird card. It's communication, it is the wisdom. It's really tapping into our own inner wisdom too. Here we are with our richness and the gem quality of who we are, that perfection in, because a diamond is perfect. Mostly. It's with anything. Is anything really 100% perfect, or is it just because we've said so and our judgment is there on it? Um, we are in our imperfection perfect. And I just love this. The combination of shining our light through the jewel sparkles, and within that we've just got all knowing, all wisdom, because that's what I feel with the owls. And it really does come to that point of communication. When we need to communicate, when we need to voice what we're saying, when we need to have somebody recognize and understand how and what we're trying to put out to the world. It doesn't have to be voice, because some people don't actually have a voice. There are people who are mute and use other ways to communicate, not just voice. But it's finding your uniqueness, your ability in whatever way you can share your wisdom with others. And we know, this is as an outcome card too, not just the pivot card. It is as our outcome in a reading that we are going to gather what we've learnt through our day and really bring it home by the time we've put our head to the pillow. And run it through as you go to sleep, just as a ending thought that all things that we learn are perfect for our journey in each and every moment. Um, it doesn't have to be a wonderful day every day that we feel on a high all the time, if you understand that. And I don't mean that from drugs or anything that's outside influence. I mean from that is inside. So, what is inside us, how we feel and understand ourself first, to be able to experience what we are doing in this world, in what we're experiencing in our home space and our work. And then it's the community. It really is how we are feeling on that global level, because it does all affect us these days, most especially with the way that we have our communication and technology. So have it level out in your day to day with that peace and calm at the home first, and really allow that energies to flow through in the way that we communicate wisely, and bring it all together by the time we're in our beds tonight. So experience life in its fullness. So I love the cards, as you know. I love having the time here with you. Thank you for being here. Um, I haven't got my links up again. I've neglected that. So if you do need a full individual reading, the rosboundy.com.au / I think it's shop or readings, whichever way you want to search there, or you can just do rosboundy.com.au and have a look through and search the site. The menus are there like any normal website. So, but I do love being here, and thank you. And Mara, you say very good cards. They're always good cards, but yes, they are, because I don't actually read them until I see them as I put them down, but I don't read them as I'm putting them down. As I do the first reading here is when I am first reading them too. So it's always quite a lovely surprise to see what they've got to say. And Diane, thank you. You're a gem. Oh, look, I better let that go. You're a gem. Just caught the end of that one. Thank you. We all are. We're just all hewn from a different um, rock, different crystal, different, well, what are they? That they are different forms of what is natural earth, just different forms. Um, I don't know what my favourite gem would be. Would it be ruby? Would it be because I like red? Would it be emeralds because the green's beautiful? Would it be diamonds? They sparkle so well. Beautiful as usual. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, thank you. And Keza, thank you and have a wonderful day. Be lovely for you to think on that. What if you compared yourself to a gem? What would you choose as what type of gem you actually are? What qualities are in it that you would say represent you? I might do a bit of research on that today too. So thank you. A good prompt there. Very good prompt. Thank you, Diane. Perfect cards today. You're going to see Marianne Williamson tonight. Oh, I forgot that was on. Yes. Asking Spirit which protection crystal to wear. Guess I'm wearing your our obsidian. Perfect match, isn't it? It could be the message you're getting. Yes. And Rana, love it. Thank you. Resonates no matter how long in between. Uh, Look, it when we show up is when we're meant to be, and the same thing with most things that we do. I do believe in the perfect timing as to when things happen is when they're meant to be, and how we've actually got it. Soul contracts and a whole nother subject. So I'm not going to touch on that now. And here we've got the thank you from blank face Facebook user in the group, and that's fine. Good idea, isn't it? Yes. So, like, have a think on it, and you can always put in your comment later. Doesn't have to be now. Think on what type of gem that you'd actually be. What do you feel as your gem? Anyway, thank you. Keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste.